Hello, and welcome to another edition of Cooking in Quarantine. I'm Tanner Thorpe, and today we're going to be making fudge. We've got a really awesome, super simple 4-ingredient recipe for you. It's got chocolate chips, sweetened condensed milk, walnuts, and vanilla extract. There's 2 ways that you can make this recipe. You can make it in a double boiler, or the super simple way, which we're going to do today, you can make it in the microwave. So first I'm going to take my sweetened condensed milk. I'm going to put this in my microwave safe bowl. I'm going to use my rubber spatula. I'm going to try and get all of that sweetened condensed milk out. Next I'm going to put my chocolate chips on top. And the reason I do my sweetened condensed milk first is so that when we're microwaving it, the chocolate doesn't just settle down in the bottom and cook and scorch. Then if that happens, you're going to get kind of a grainy fudge. So once I have my chocolate chips in here, we're going to put this in the microwave. I'm going to set my microwave for 3 minutes. Now with the ingredients that you got smaller amounts. So I would recommend setting it for about 1.5 minutes, and we're going to stir this about every 30 seconds. So we're just going to let this go for a little bit, and as that sweetened condensed milk heats up, it's going to cause the chocolate chips to melt into it. We're going to stir that until we get a nice smooth mixture. Now fudge is one of those really great decadent sweet treats that we all kind of love, especially if you really like chocolate. And they make it in many different flavors. One of my favorite experiences with fudge was I was at a place in the South where they were making their fudge, and they made it from scratch. And you can see this starting to melt. See how it's starting to get nice and smooth there. And again, we're going to just do this every 30 seconds until we get a nice smooth fudge mixture. As I was saying, one of my favorite places that I've gotten fudge before was this place in the South. And what they had was they had this huge marble table. And they would take the hot fudge, not like how we're making it now. They made it in big kettles, and they would spread it down on the fudge, and they would slap it around. And they used the marble because the marble doesn't conduct heat. And so they can get it to cool down until they can get it to the temperature that they want. It's called tempering the chocolate. Then they would put it into little blocks, and they would start to cut it. And the whole time they were doing this process, they had songs they would sing. And so as you were walking around outside, you'd hear these just loud gentlemen singing songs. And I don't have a good singing voice, and I'm not going to try and sing a song while we're doing this, but it was just one of those things that was very unique. It would draw you in. See how smooth that's getting now? We're probably not even going to need the whole 3 minutes. I bet you by the time we hit 1 minute and 30 seconds, just like with you guys at home, we're going to be right at that perfect temperature. But they would sing these songs, and you would hear them all the way around, and you go, where's that singing coming from? Where's that singing come from? And when you finally find the shop, you'd walk inside, and they'd have all of these different types of fudge. And they made maple pecan fudge, and they made white chocolate fudge, and they made peppermint fudge, and they made chocolate fudge. And of course, whenever you walk into some place that makes fudge, they're usually handing out free samples, and you just want to eat and eat and eat, but you eat too much fudge, and you're going to be sick. All right, I think this is going to be right where we want it to be. Oh yes, that is some good looking fudge. That looks very nice. All right, now we're going to add in our walnuts and our vanilla extract. And we're just going to mix this together so it's all combined. And I have a pan prepared over here that has some parchment paper in it. In your kits, you got a nice little aluminum foil tin. So you're just going to put yours into the tin. I'm going to put mine into my parchment paper lined pan. And I can tell you, my kids are going to be so happy because we've got 2 batches of fudge made in this house today. I'm just going to spread this around. Get it into the corners and then give it a little swizzle back and forth. Try and make it nice and even in the pan. And I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator to chill. You wanna make sure that it sets up nice and firm. You can touch the top of it to tell whether it's firmed up or not. Once it's firm, we're gonna cut it back into little squares and we're just gonna have a sweet feast. This was Cooking in Quarantine. I'm Tanner Thorpe. Thank you for making fudge with me.